Yo, what up? It's your boy 410 Josh. I'm back at it again. Fresh off that Hot Topic Mondays. Got some great feedback. Thank y'all for tuning in and again being patient with me last week when I was sick. And I'm pretty much all back together now. So we here for the Throwback Thursday edition. Y'all know how I give it up. 2 classics, one from the females, one from the males, cultural and personal impact, and a little bit of history on how I came into knowing about these artists and where are they now. But before we get into our edition, y'all know what y'all gotta do. If you haven't done so already, go to that YouTube channel, 410 Josh, hip-hop_4123. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, hit me in the inbox, in the chat or the comments, we can chop it up. Follow my page on Facebook, 410 Josh. Make sure you tell your family and friends, everybody, if they haven't checked it out, check it out. Because I'm definitely giving y'all some real authentic hip hop from my perspective and, bringing back a lot of music that seems to be forgotten. So today I got 2 very special artists, 2 legendary artists, icons, really. First one for the females is none other than the legendary, iconic MC Lyte, with her debut album, Lyte as a Rock, that dropped April 19th, 1988. So roughly that album would be about 35 years old. Be about 35 years old. So how I came to hear about MC Lyte, I just heard her through just different people, like cousins and family friends and people that were older than me at the time that was really, really into rap. And at that time in '88, I was only 6, but that was the first time I even heard hip hop. But hearing her name and everybody talking about, this girl MC Lyte, she hard, she can rap, So I was like, oh, okay. And then I got a little older, and then I checked out the album, and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, she really spitting. So once I heard her, and then I started making up my little collection. That was one of the albums that one of my older cousins told me I got to start with, because she really is the blueprint for most of the female artists today. So everybody that came, after Lyte, from Kim, Foxy, Missy, Da Brat, Rod Digger, Lauryn Hill, Mia X, Gangsta Boo, rest in peace. Everybody studied MC Lyte. There's just no way around it. There's no way you couldn't have, because she was such a monstrous figure, and she had bars. Like, guys felt comfortable putting her in a cypher, the freestyle or battle against, other guys that were like real legendary figures, whether they was legendary figures on the block or they was in the game already. So Lyte as a Rock, you had production from King of Chill and Prince Paul. You got some, top to bottom, the album is a classic. It's really an icon. It's an iconic album. I'm a Woman, MC Lyte Swinging, Lyte as a Rock, the self-titled track, 10% disc, which was a diss towards Antoinette over alleged stolen record. Paper Thin, I cram to understand you, Kicking for Brooklyn, Don't Big Girls Cry. Top to bottom, the album this is an album for anybody that just want to hear bars. That's it. Like, you're not getting R&B and none of it. And I don't got nothing against R&B rap, because they have amazing records. But if you are a lyricist and you really want to be respected for your bars, this is where you start. You know, the cultural impact on this album, like I said, it really inspired almost all female rappers after her, you know, to really get in this game and really just spit. Personal impact on me was it made me realize, like, don't take women lightly when it comes to this hip hop, because some of them will do you dirty. And just because they're a girl don't mean that they ain't got bars, because clearly Lyte does, and nobody want that problem. So where is she now? Lyte, I think she's doing a lot of I know she DJs a lot, and you know, she's been instrumental in the Hip Hop 50 celebration this year, and I believe she's doing like some like activist work like behind the scenes, especially when it comes to hip hop. We haven't heard some music from her in a long time, and I would say it's almost like I don't want to say a retirement, but like just a semi, you know, retirement, because you just never know. You gotta leave that window of opportunity. She might get the urge to come back. I know back in, I think it was 2010 or 11, she did the hook on a Jay-Z song called BK Anthem. BK Brooklyn, throw your hands up, lick a shot for Biggie. That was a real banger. So definitely, you know, you gotta give you credit and respect to MC Lyte for what she contributed to this game, and you know, because without her, I don't think female rappers honestly would be, you know, looked at and respected for their bars, you know. So definitely got to give, you know, MC Lyte her props and her respect. Next artist is one of my all-time favorites. I actually have him in my top 10 MCs of all time. Straight out south side of Chicago, none other than Common. Common, this isn't his debut album. This was one of my all-time favorite albums. Beat dropped May 24th, 2005. So this album was roughly about 18 years old. First time I heard Common was on the radio. He had the song "I Used to Love Her," where he's talking about hip hop as if it was a girl he was in a relationship with or trying to get in a relationship with, and talking about, you know, kind of her evolution from being young and innocent to growing up and becoming wild and mature, and it kind of sparked a little beef between him and West Side Connection, which is Ice Cube, Dub C, and Mac 10. But yeah, that's the first time I heard Common, and I just thought it was the beat drew me in immediately when I first heard "I Used to Love Her." So I was really intrigued by the beat, and then when I learned what the song was about, just listening to it over and over, and then at the end, because he said, you know, because who I'm talking about, y'all, is hip hop, I was like, wow, like he really like painted a picture, like you really had me thinking like this was a real female he was talking about. But B was one. It's probably his best work, because at the time he dropped this, his previous album was Electric Circus, and that caught a lot of backlash for its very broad experimental vibes and sounds, because a lot of fans, I think, at the time wasn't ready for Common to, you know, go so far left with the music. I mean, he was doing songs like similar to Prince. He had like rock and soul and psychedelic and trip hop, which is like it's a British type of music. What up, Broski? My man Ben. It's good, bro. When I heard that, when I heard B, the first single, The Corner with Kanye and the Lost Poets, And then he did the remix with Scarface, Mos Def, Kanye, and the Lost Poets. It was like, it wasn't nothing to say after that. Top to bottom, the album is just fire. Kanye produced the whole album. I think these are some of Kanye's best beats he's ever made. Corner, Go, Testify, Shy City, The Food, Real People, They Say, It's Your World Part 2. It's just, top to bottom, it was like this was like his kind of comeback album. When I say comeback, it's like he had to remind people, like, don't y'all forget who I am. I'm from Chicago. I really do this hip hop, and I will slay any one of y'all. You know, don't play with me. I'm common sense. You know, y'all better use some common sense. That's kind of what he was saying with this album. The cultural impact was, it not only it brought Common back to his prominence as a lyricist, but it also, again, ascended Kanye as one of the greatest producers. You know, some people put him as their greatest hip hop producer, but for me, this solidified him on the Mount Rushmore. Like, it wasn't just no debate. Personal impact on me was, man, you know, I used to rap a long time ago, and I kind of went through these spurts of wanting to rap and didn't want to rap and wanting to rap. But when I heard this, it made me just start, grab the pen, find some instrumentals, and, you know, just start writing, because I did a lot of rapping. I did a lot of writing for myself. I put some things out, but this definitely was one of those albums at the time. I was like, okay, yeah, I want to get back into this. Where's Common now? Common's been doing a lot of acting. I believe he's one award away from what they call the EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So he's definitely been, you know, doing his thing with the movies. He actually is working on an album, a new album with supposed to be produced by Pete Rock, which definitely I'm gonna be checking, because you got one of my top 10, actually top 5 producers, and then you got Common, which is one of my top 10 MCs. So you know I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna be on that first thing in the morning when it drops. Yeah, so I'm going to hop in this chat, see who's on here. My man Ben, appreciate you coming through, bro. As well, my dude Scarface Tiny Desk is the best rap one I've seen. Definitely. You know, everybody, you know me, Ben. You know, Face always been like top 3 for me forever. And so seeing that was just like come full circle. So I'm going to be honest with you, him and Juvenile, them two really have the two best rap Tiny Desk, but definitely Faces up there. Common definitely slept on. Yeah, I feel like Common is slept on, but I feel like he shouldn't be, because his body of work, he's one of those veteran artists that has evolved so much better with time. It's him and Nas, G-Rap. It's like there's a lot of legendary figures that have been in this game 25 plus years that have just evolved better. AZ, like, you know, Styles P, like, they've evolved so much better. But yeah, he's still for some reason slept on. I think it's because he makes more conscious type of music, and you know, but his body of work is there. So, but Common, for me, I put him in my top 10 of all time. So appreciate y'all coming out tonight, supporting me again. You know, give much respect. We got to give MC Lyte her flowers for paving the way for females in hip hop with Lyte as a Rock to, you know, inspire all the other female rappers after her, and Common for restoring his prominence and, you know, showing like not somebody to be played with when it comes to this hip hop shit. So that's it for me for the Throwback Thursday. Y'all know I'm gonna be back tomorrow, Friday, for y'all. And y'all know tomorrow is a very special edition, so y'all might want to tune in to this one, because y'all gonna get not just the releases and reviews, but we going over top 10 songs of the year, top 10 albums of the year, and definitely want to check that out. So make sure y'all tune in. Go subscribe to my channel, 410 Josh. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my 410 Josh page on Facebook. Y'all have a great night. I will catch y'all tomorrow for Flashback Friday. It's the last episode of the year, so I appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me since I started this back in October, and this is, be a special episode. Peace.